Okay, good afternoon and welcome back. So, we will continue with the landforms. So, I said about the Inselberg. Now, let us move on to another one, important landform. You know, whenever wind blows in a specific direction because of sand blasting due to abrasion, attrition, a smooth surface develop in that zone, particularly because of abrasion. Let me show you one diagram here. Let me tell you, let me give you here, and let you will able to appreciate it. If this is a stone here, okay, and from this direction wind is blowing. Because of the wind which is blowing in this direction, we will have this type of rock strata. The rest rock strata will completely engulf these regions, okay, forming, see here, the wind is blowing here in this particular direction, and due to which you have this piece of rock now, looks like this. You got it? Now, this rock got new rock which is modified now. This is the abrasion, this is the abrasion surface, isn't it? This is the surface of abrasion, abrasion surface. Because of wind, blasting and all, you know, abrasion surface is this. And this is formed. This type of different facets of a specific rock, boulder, pebbles, cobbles, etc. with different faces are known as vanity fact. Vanity facts. What is this vanity facts? VANITA, vanity facts. What is this vanity facts? I said vanity facts. Vanity facts. Please rectify this. Vanity facts. What are these vanity facts? Different, the rocks, fragment, pebbles, cobbles with different surface edge surface, or you can say rock fragments with different erosional faces by wind action. This is one. I said the rock fragment can be like this also. It can be like this also. This is also a rock fragment here. This is a rock fragment here. This is an edge. So, here you have the wind direction, here you have the change in the wind direction maybe. Because of this, we have this type. More than two faces also there are 3 faces also. 3 faces also you will find out. 3 faces are known as dry contour. They are different name. No need of remembering all those names. You remember only vanity facts. All these are called as vanity facts. What are the vanity facts? Wherever we have different faces of a rock, a stone or pebbles or cobbles. Rock fragments with different erosional faces by wind action. They are called as what? By wind action are called as, they are called as vanity facts. Vanity facts. Okay. Otherwise known as Drake-Cantor also. There's more than two. You have Drake-Cantor also, and sometimes synonymously we are using this. These are the erosional landform, I said. All these are the erosional landforms. Let us look at now depositional landform. I think it is clear to all of you. Now, what are the depositional landform? We'll see now. Depositional landform due to wind action. Due to wind action. Depositional landform due to wind action. What are the depositional action due to wind action? Depositional one due to wind action. Number one, we have the sand dunes. Sand dunes. I did already said earlier about this. These are depositional landform developed due to the action of the wind. Somewhere it takes the all sand from one part and get deposited somewhere. Due to the saltation and transportation process, subsequently get deposited. At the beginning where it started, there is a huge depression it developed. This is called the deflation hollow. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Deflation hollow. Deflation hollow. I told you earlier. But depositional one is the sand dunes. Depositional one is sand dunes. Okay? Depositional one is sand dune. Sand dunes are of different types. We have a crescent shaped dunes are there. They are called as barkhans. They are called as B-A-R-C-H-N, barkhan. Barkhan. And second one is longitudinal dunes or sheaf, they are called as. Longitudinal dunes are called as sheaf. There are two types of sand dunes. Crescent shaped sand dunes like this is like this. Another longitudinal dunes, they are like this. Wind direction is like this here. Wind direction is like this here. Longitudinal dunes. Let us see now how they form. Longitudinal dunes कैसे बनते हैं? देखो. Here it move up because this side you have a, it may be a longitudinal dunes, they got transformed. क्यों होगा? दोनों साइड पे, both the end, if you'll see, this is the dunes here. Okay, longitudinal dunes is here. Now here this side and this side, if you have modification force, if it is even equal, here the modification at two end will be easy, but at the middle it will be difficult. So in this same way, you have here like more modification at the edge part you have more modification, at the edge part you have more modification. Okay, and at the central part we have less modification. Here because of this you have like bending of this crescent shape will change, and this is here is very interesting that here eddy formation is there, eddy formation. Eddy formation of the wind, because the wind goes like this, it moved up, and from here eddy formation. Though this side you have, that's why steep, this side you have steep slope, and the front side you have gentler slope. यहाँ का जो ढाल होगा ना ये जेंटल होगा, मगर इस तरफ जो है बहुत स्टीप होगा, क्योंकि ये यहाँ पे क्या होता है, एडी फॉर्मेशन होगा. एडी wind will veer like this because the wind goes in this way, okay, strike over this and move up. That's why I have eddy formation. And steepness, steep slope is this side, gentler is that side. See the wind direction and this wind direction. Please look at this shape of this crescent shape dunes and the wind direction. They are known as barkhans. They are called as barkhans, मैंने कहा. Okay, next one we have sheaf. Is it clear to all of you? बरखांस समझ में आया क्या, क्यों होता है ये बरखांस? Why there is barkhans? If I will go for this particular region, why there is barkhans formation? If I will go for this, you see here, group of barkhans here in these regions, group of barkhans you have here. A wind direction is like this here. Okay, I don't know whether you are able to see this or not, but barkhans को देखो यहाँ पे, it is not visible, no problem. See here, this is, in this case, let me, same thing, whatever I have said, this is here is given. This is here, barkhans are like this here. And see, this is the wind, this is the actual photograph of this region. If you look at, it is like here the wind is veering like this, eddy formation, and that's why you have steep slope in this side, steep slope, but this side gentler slope, and this side you have steep slope. ये स्टीप स्लोप होगा. I hope it is clear. Let us look at now another. In this case, eddy formation is there, I told you. Barkhans are there, lot of barkhans you will find out in the sandy desert of Sahara as well as in the great sandy desert of Australia. We have lot of such type of features, you have. Okay. Let me now move on to another one, that is the sheaf. In this case, what happened? You have the wind Eddy formation is there, and you have like diversification. You have wind will blow in this way. Main direction of wind is like this, but sometimes they may veer. So in this case what happened, जैसे हवा ऐसे चल रहा है, wind is blowing in this direction, but you have like it moved though wind is blowing in this way, this is here is the upward है ना, ऐसे होगा ये eddy formation type होंगे, because when wind is more, velocity is more like wind free corridor. What the movement of slip phase? Eddy formation once again. Okay. Now I am getting the things like you you didn't ask anything, so I thought it like you got the things. Wind direction देखो, ये gentler slope है, ये steep slope है, इस तरफ बनेगा. So here it rise up and goes like this, ऊपर आ जाएगा. If this is the sand dunes here, sand dunes, तो ऐसे जाएगा ये. Because it goes like this, here is eddy formation, okay, and this formation here. और यहाँ पे अगर देखा जाए, in this case, wind is blowing in this way, here is the eddy formation is there, so steep slope होगा इधर. This is what it is saying. So because अगर ये ऐसे जाता है, wind is going in this way, here it is giving, pushing, more pressure will be here in this case. So from below, because of displacement of the air from below to compensate, wind will blow like this. Eddy formation is there. What's the movement on the slip phase? Wind is from gentler slope. See, wind is from the gentler slope towards the steeper slope. It gradually forms like this. Okay. Now, in this case, second diagram you see, this is the shape. These are longitudinal dunes or safe. Longitudinal dunes are safe. Longitudinal dunes are safe. Okay, these are very important, this particular longitudinal dunes, because they are most common among all. Most common among all dunes here. Most common among all the dunes here. Okay. Longitudinal dunes. We will find out wherever consistency of the wind is there in a particular direction. ये सब जो है ना, these are, I said, here if you look at, this is here is sand dunes parallel to each other. These are wind free corridor. ये जो है ना, this is wind free corridor है ये. These are wind free, sorry, wind is there, more strong wind, so sand free corridor. Strong wind, here is strong wind, so sand free corridor. sand free corridor due to strong wind. Sand free corridor due to strong wind here. Okay. When finer material got drifted away, they form. When the finer material got drifted away, they form what? When the finer material got drifted away, they will form what? Loess. LOESS. Finer dust particles and sand get settled down far away from the source region called as loess. What are these loess? Very finer material, finer dust particles and sand. So these are now what I said, finer materials from the desert. They got settled down away from the source region, and they are called as what? Loess. Best example, as you are saying, someone is saying that sir, about the yellow plain of China. Yes, it is. Loess of Gobi Desert, boundary of the Gobi Desert. Yes, it is. At the margin of Gobi Desert, you have this loess deposit. Margins of the Gobi Desert, we have loessic deposit. You are absolutely correct here. Margins of Gobi Desert, we have loessic deposit. Okay. Gobi Desert margin, loess deposit is there. You are right here. Okay. So these are certain things about your region. Hope you got it. This is all about the desert landform, right? So let us now move on to another one. Is it clear to all of you? क्या landform कर लेंगे आप? कोई दिक्कत है क्या? Will it have any problem on you, particularly while you are looking at the erosional and depositional landform? My request to all of you must see this carefully. क्या मैं उम्मीद करूंगा होगा? Yes or no? Anything you want, please go ahead. Kindly tell me if you need any help. Is it clear? Should I go for the next? Yes. Deserts and all we will discuss. Fine, thank you very much. So let me now move on to another point. It's about जो पढ़ाया उतना करिए, ज़्यादा नहीं चाहिए मुझे फिलहाल. Now just do. Is the lowest land very fertile? Yes, but it cannot, if it is, because it is dry area, that's why if it is irrigated, it will be more suitable. My friend is asking Playa Lake. Thank you. Playa lakes are, because of deflation hollow, which I said. Okay. Two very good reaction I got it from you people. Let me discuss that. First is someone is saying, sir, what is Playa Lake? Let me tell you, while there is deflation of this region, okay, ये क्या हुआ यहाँ पे deflation हो रहा है. This region material got deflated away from here, right? It moved away. The material got lifted away. So if it is below if it will be like the depression here, what it developed, it is more. Sometimes groundwater table may come here. So it is like oasis formation is there. if it reaches the groundwater table, it is oasis. But many a times what happen, because the here evaporation is more, saline waters are mostly you will get in the desert region. Saline water lake, salt water lake are called as playa. Again I am saying salt water lake in lakes in desert known as PLAYA, playa. Okay, salt water, saline water, right, playa lake. Sir, please repeat AD formation once again, please. Okay, no problem. Just give me 1 minute. Just see this. I just said if here is the wind direction is like this, ऐसा था. This was like a longitudinal dune like, but in direction was like this. So due to which modification takes place, because of modification, this part got modified more than the middle part. So wind here what happened, because the here sand is there, so wind will climb this and it move like this. Okay, it above this, it bounce, and here it can go like this above. So due to which here the wind velocity is like this, but here there is wind velocity less. It is completely void. So here it drag the air because it move fast, and there is eddy formation. घूमेगा यहाँ, क्योंकि ये blank रह रहा है यहाँ पे घूमेगा, because ये ऊपर होते हुए जा रहा है तो ये यहाँ पे घूमेगा. Differences in the pressure leads to this. Yardang and safe looks like the are complementary. See, Yardang is hard and soft rock, eroded one. This is a depositional one. Difference is there. Yes, but it looks like the same. River capture video you have said. Oh, capture video. Yes. I told you. Thank you that you remind me. Let me do one thing. This video, river capture. I'll coordinate and tomorrow, not today. Okay. Give some example of landform which we can found. My friends, I have downloaded lot of such type of images. I have collection of these. Visited few of the desert also there. We have like we are not getting all these landform because it depends on lot of such environmental conditions also. But yes, you have in California, we have this type of rock, this type of landforms you will get. Deflation hollow are more. Let me now come to Sahara Desert. In Sahara Desert, North Sahara, and in the Central Sahara also Gara. Gara is a huge mushroom rock, very huge mushroom rock you have. So mushroom rock also even sometimes called as Gara. Numerous mushroom rock you will get in Sahara Desert. Mushroom rock भरे हुए हैं. Likewise, Yardang and mushroom, Yardang huge, Yardang related Morocco, Algeria, ये जो Atlas mountain है, in Africa nearby, in Morocco you will find out. So there are a lot of areas where you will find out this. Okay, difference between Inselberg and Monadnock, I have given you, man. Inselberg are generally eroded, but bit height is more. Monadnock is gentlish. This is very gentle between. At the fag end of erosion cycle, as per the Davis, we will have the concavo-convex profile, that is peneplain and the Monadnock. You are asking this deliberately, it means you have some confusion. And if you are from geography optional, let me tell you, we will get Inselberg always in the arid region, but Monadnocks you will get in the humid region. Monadnock's height is less, Inselberg height is more. Monadnock is completely, spread over large area, Inselberg is small area. Monadnock has gentle slopey, then it move like steep, but Inselberg is generally very steep. Differences is there. What is the difference between oasis and playa? Oasis are fresh water lake mostly. Self formation has similar pattern like Yardang. Is there any connection between them? No connection. It is a depositional, another one is erosional. दोनों में अलग-अलग है. एक erosional है, एक depositional है. Differential erosion and there is deposition. So different there. So this is all about your desert or arid regions. Still, if you have confusion, if it is, let me know. I will discuss with you whenever you need it. Particularly if you have any problem, then ask your course coordinator or person who is helping you also, and now you can text me. Fine. Let us look at now glacial landform. What is by glacier, do you know? Glaciers are the moving river of ice. Huge accumulation of snow in a particular region. देखो ये, you have a mountain here, okay? Because of this mountain, the snow get accumulated here, snow get accumulated here. Now this snow, because of accumulated snow, now it try to go away from here, okay? Because of more and more weight and maybe rise in temperature in the lower surface layer, so it glide gradually. This is a glacier. Glacier is nothing but moving river of ice. River of ice, I can say, is equal to glacier. Glacier is the moving river of ice. I said, in the layman sense, I said glacier is the moving river of ice. Glacier has there are two types of glacier. Glaciers are moving river of ice. Okay, huge body of ice gradually glide or move based on the slope of a region. Again I am saying, huge body of ice gradually move in different direction based on the slope. Okay, huge body of ice. So these are because of weight. It usually happens below you have temperature increase, and that then it try to glide here. So these glacier are of two types. Okay, there are two types of glacier, two types of glaciers. Okay, one mountain glacier, mountain glacier, mountain glacier. Example I will give you, like you have Gangotri glacier, Gangotri glacier, Gangotri glacier, Yamunotri glacier, Yamunotri glacier, Gangotri glacier, Yamunotri glacier. You have Siachen glacier, Siachen glacier, Jemu glacier, Jemu glacier. So I have given some Rakaposi glacier, Rakaposi, Rakaposi glacier. So many glaciers are there you have. All these are mountain glacier here. You will find on the mountain Gangotri glacier, Yamunotri glacier, Siachen glacier, Jemu glacier, Rakaposi glacier. These are the glacier here. These are mountain glacier, I said. These are the mountain glacier. On the mountain top you will find. There are also continental glacier there. Continental glaciers are also there. Second type of glacier is continental glacier. Continental glacier. Over the continent you have this. This is like in Antarctica. On Antarctica you have. In the northern Alaska, northern part of Alaska you have. Alaska, you have this type of glacier. Northern Alaska also you have this type of glacier, continental glacier. These are continental glacier I am saying. So continental glacier over the continent, they usually move very slowly. Glacier are also permanently frozen if it is there, you have only ice block. But usually what happens, even in the polar, subpolar region mostly you have gradual movement of the huge block of ice also takes place. That is, as there are temperatures less than 0 degree more than 2 years, so it is not permafrost regions, if more accumulation and temperature increases in the lower part, then only glacier जब move नहीं करेगा वो glacier नहीं है, आपको बता दूं. If it is not dynamic, it is not a glacier. Okay, these are certain things. So let us see, while a glacier moves, जब भी we are talking about more about mountain glacier now. Glacier. What are the geomorphic processes? Geomorphic processes involved with the movement of a glacier. Movement of a glacier. Geomorphic processes involved with the movement of a glacier. Movement of a glacier. What are geomorphic processes involved? Let us see now. One by one we will see in detail. The most important thing is here abrasion. Abrasion is the most important geomorphic phenomena processes associated with it. While a glacier move, it average everything on its way. जो भी है रास्ते में सबको लेके चलेगा ये. Whatever comes on its way, it will move. This is here is glacier. Glacier it moving is like it takes everything on its way. Average everything. Abrasion. Abrasion is the most important geomorphic process associated with a glacier. Okay. Second one is plucking. When a glacier moves, let us say here is a glacier, it is moving like this. Okay, ये glacier ऐसे जा रहा है. I think it is visible. While the glacier is moving like this, it is okay. ऐसे here at the fag end, what happened here? It give more pressure. More pressure leads to part of this one get plucked away. Plucking. ये वहाँ से टुकड़ा होते हुए चला जाएगा साथ में. Because of more pressure from here, it got plucked away. ये पूरी तरह से टूट जाएगा. Plucking. Plucking is also associated with this particular type of, definitely plucking is a very, very important glacial geomorphic processes also. Let us see now where you have this type of glacier you will get. देखो आप, ये glacier है. This is a glacier here. This glacier, moving river of ice. मैंने कहा glacier is what? Moving river of ice. Moving river of ice. River of ice. Glacier is the moving river of ice. See here how it is gradually, how it is gradually taking all these things. Glacier. Moving river of ice. So while it moved away, जब ये ऐसे जा रहा है, glacier is moving here in this way. Another glacier is in this way. दो glacier है, देख रहे हैं? These two glaciers these are. Okay. This landform, don't worry now. Landform I will discuss separately. Okay, this is the moving river of ice called as glacier, I said. Moving river of ice is called as glacier, I told you. This is the glacier, moving river of ice. Okay, so this is here. See here. Glacier while it move, it forms, whenever it moves, Glacier, while whenever it move in a particular direction, it first of all it develop a what? Glacial abrasion and plucking. देखिए आप यहाँ abrasion, while the glacier is moving here, आबरात कर रहा है, खींच रहा है सबको, abrasion हो रहा है. But this side here, ये यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, ये plucking हो रहा है. Plucking क्या है, खींच के टुकड़ा कर देगा इसको, है ना. Plucking, abrasion and plucking, two things are there. Okay, abrasion and plucking. We'll have two different things here, right? Plucking lead to steep slopy regions even. ये देखिए बहुत सुंदर है ग्लेशियल वैली. ग्लेशियल वैली, हाउ द ग्लेशियर्स दे डेवलप डिफरेंट वैलीज हियर. ये स्नो कैप्ड पीक माउंटेन से आ रहा है, ये ग्लेशियर है. लग रहा है कि आर्टिस्टिक, ये लुक्स लाइक एज इफ समथिंग आर्टिस्टिक इमेज लाइक यू नो. ये ग्लेशियर, a glacier is coming in this part, another glacier comes in this way, another glacier is from this side. This is glacier. Glaciers are coming in this way. You can see this. Whenever two glacier, ये जो line आ रहा है ना, इधर ये glacier का है, three glaciers are there in fact here. One glacier is coming from this side, another is this glacier here, another glacier is this one itself. This is one glacier, and this is one glacier. This is one another glacier. Three glaciers are there. When the glacier move in a specific direction, when the glaciers move in a specific direction, what they do? Generally, this glacier take away everything on its way, forming a valley. ये जो वैली होगा ना, इसका अगर मैं देखूं ये वैली का, ये यू शेड वैली है, यू शेड वैली. Here also they will form a huge U-shaped valley. U-shaped valleys are formed because of the glacier. Glacier always forms U-shaped valley. What I said? Glacier are glacial eroded. Glacially eroded valleys are U-shaped. They are U-shaped. Glacially eroded valleys are U-shaped. Glacially eroded valleys are U-shaped. I will come to the Curry sprue, we will discuss that. Glacially eroded valleys are U-shaped valleys. Okay. So, first I will go for erosional landform. So, कुछ slide देखते हैं, very interesting here that this scenario which I have just given. If I will go for this in Alaska region, देखो आप ये. Somebody is asking me Curry क्या है, कॉर्न क्या है, कुछ दिखाई दे रहा है क्या ये अलास्का की है. See here. You will not get able to recognize any of these landform, but I'll very gradually will discuss and will see क्या होता है. ठीक से देखिए इमेज को. Please look at this image. Whenever a glacier move, it generally takes whatever is there on its way. Okay. So, this is here, whenever the materials it take, these material get deposited at the frontal edge of the glacier, they are called as moraine. Due to seasonal changes, there would be temperature difference, this would result in crack formation. Is that the peeling up of the chunk in the crack referred to as plucking in this glacial landform? This is also type of plucking, you know, but glacier, pressure of the glacier is the major role here. This type of, you know, formation of cracks, if it is there and more pressure, it will easily, it can pluck away everything. Okay, plucking is there. So, let me tell you one thing here. अभी इसको थोड़ा सा let us draw few diagrams, then it will be better for you, I think. This is a gorge. Somebody was asking me about the gorge. Gorge are like this type of I-shaped valley like. देखा आपने gorge है. Glacier but form the U-shaped valley. Glacier always forms U-shaped valley. Okay. देखो ये, इस पे बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. See here is a glacier which is moving in this way. This is another glacier. दो glacier जा रहे हैं. So while the glacier is moving, displacement of glacier is there. During that time, what happen? Whatever material it gets on its path, it collect everything. It takes away everything and they got deposited. देखो ये इसका edge में deposit हो जाएगा ये आके at the front edge. Here and इसके साथ साथ इसी का देखो ये ऐसे भी होगा, ये भी सभी होंगे, ये साइड में भी डिपॉजिट होंगे. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज द मोरेन. ये ग्लेशियर का भी दोनों, ये देखो इस साइड पे ये इधर पे होगा. दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज मोरेन. नाउ द मोरेनिक डिपॉजिट, मोरेन्स आर व्हाट? व्हेन ए ग्लेशियर मूव्स, इट डिपॉजिट्स sediments at its margin and at the end also at the edge. These are called as moraines. Glacier get deposited at the margin as well as at the edge, EDG. These are called as moraines. Okay, glacial deposits sediments at its margin as well as on the way. These are called as moraines, I said. Okay. आई होप इट इज क्लियर. जब भी कोई ग्लेशियर मूव करता है ऐसे मूव, ग्लेशियर इज at its front sides as well as both all sides you have deposits of sediment will be there. These are called as unsorted material, whatever is there. These are called as moraines. Chaliye fine, let me draw few diagrams and let me tell you what exactly is this process here while a glacial move. ऐसे erosional landform by a glacier. पहले तो ग्लेशियर होता कैसा है देखते हैं. लेट अस लुक एट द ग्लेशियर इटसेल्फ. If here is glacier is there, this is the mountain here, here is glacier, okay. तो क्या होगा, ये ग्लेशियर जो है ना, let's say this is a glacier. These are ice and a glacier is formed here. And this glacier now, because of more weight, it will glide. अभी ये ग्लेशियर धीरे धीरे करके ग्लाइड कर रहा है, देखो आप. It may form a very sharp edge cracks also here. Okay. यहाँ पे इसे क्रैक डेवलप कर सकता है. Here also possibility of crack like this also. This type. These cracks are called as crevasses. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Crevasses. Which is called as Burschan also. Bergschrun. Crevasses. Burschan. These are like huge gap you have. Huge gap. ये जो है ना, ये ग्लेशियर जो है ना, ये इधर मूव करने लगेंगे. It will try to move away. So कुछ चिपक के रह जाएगा. Some part of this one will be there itself. Okay. A mountain wall है. Then you have like this. So known as, this is known as Burschan. Bergschrund. वो था बरखान, यहाँ बर्षचंड है. देखो आप. Because of differential movement of sometimes, you know, of these part of these glacier, maybe there is a crack development here, and these cracks developed here are called as crevasses here. Cracks will develop. Crevasses. Burschan is a huge one. Burschan is a huge one. Huge crevasses are called as Burschan. बहुत बड़ा होता है और ये पूरी तरह से रॉक के साथ जुड़ा हुआ होता है. बेस रॉक जो है ना, it usually joined with the bedrock here. Joined with the bedrock here. Crevasses. Burschan. I hope it is clear to you all now. Now, while this glacier moved away, it forms a U-shaped valley on its way. The U-shaped valley, always you will get the U-shaped valley. If I will take the cross section, you will have this type of valley, U-shaped valley. You will have always the U-shaped valley here. U-shaped valley develops by glacier. Glacier always form the U-shaped valley like this. Now, there is differential movement of different part of your glacier you have. ये क्योंकि differential movement है तो you have crack here known as crevasses, series of crevasses. Now remember a case, glacier is moving away from a region. Now it will form different types of, let us say, here is a mountain. Glacier is moving in this way, in this way, in this way. So what happened here, between two glaciers there is a sharp edged area you will get. This is known as arete. What is that? Arete. So first one, erosional landform में U-shaped valley है first. Okay. This is a part of the glacier, so I am not going for this. U-shaped valley is the first. Second is arete. मैंने कहा U-shaped valley क्या है? These are the valley formed due to abrasion, dominantly abrasion, when a glacier moves away. Whenever a glacier moves, there is abrasion, and this abrasion leads to polished U-shaped valley. Abrasion is responsible for the polished U-shaped valley. U-shaped valleys are formed only because of what? Only because of the impact of glacier. Only glacier it gives U-shaped valley. Glacial erosion से ही U-shaped valley होते हैं. Okay, always you remember this. Okay, let us look at now what are the other landform they develop. Generally they develop what type of landform? U-shaped glacial glacial valley. Third one is, second one is arete I said. Arete क्या होता है देखते हैं. Let us say you have a mountain here. This will get eroded and form this type of peak now finally. The earlier it was like this. Now because of the glacial action, the glaciers are moving here. A valley it will form. देखो आप, with the glacial will cut from both sides here, the valley which will form will be the valley which will form here will be like this finally. So this is here is a U-shaped valley this side. Here you have an U-shaped valley. Middle में जो है ना क्या होगा ये? This is here is the place where it will take place. ये ऐसे गया होगा, ये ऐसे गया होगा, है ना? So this is here is the valley which is the arete. Arete जो होगा दोनों के बीच में रहेगा. देखो आप arete कैसे होते हैं. I'll show you here this one. Can you look at this carefully? Here you see, this is one glacier, this is one glacier. दो ग्लेशियर के बीच जाने से देखो आप ये जो है मिल रहा है ना ये, this region is what? This area as you see, this is a sharp edge, saw tooth like area. This is called as arete. This is called as the arete. Okay. So two sides when there is erosion, both consecutive nearby regions, two sides get eroded, U-shaped valleys are there. In between the place you will have the erect, sawtooth like sharp edged landform. Sawtooth like sharp edge, इधर भी देख रहे हैं आप, ये इधर भी ये वैली बना रहा है, ये इधर भी वैली बना रहा है, देखो आप. Or a main glacier is moving in this way, we can see this. So ये जो regions आ गया, देखो आप यहाँ पे, this region which you are getting here, ये है ना, this region, ये से इधर भी inclined है, इधर भी है. This is called as the, what is that, erect. यहाँ पे भी दो है, देखो इधर एक ग्लेशियर का, मिडिल में sawtooth like erect. Here is a glacier, this side a glacier, erect. Okay. From one particular place, if more than 3 glacier, ये mountain है, इधर एक glacier, इधर एक glacier, इधर एक glacier. So you have a pyramidal peak here. Pyramidal peak, when more than 2 glaciers in a particular region, they have their erosion by the more than 2 glaciers, we have the pyramidal peak. Okay, pyramidal peak होगा यहाँ पे. From this photo, it is clear here. It is from Alaska region. That all these regions here you have so many pyramidal peaks. Here is a pyramidal peak, वो उधर भी pyramidal peak है, but these are arêtes. Arêtes are radiating from one particular point towards its edge. Arêtes are radiating here. Arête. Okay. Hope you got it now. कुछ समझ में आया कि नहीं भाई, arête क्या होता है? This one is arête. Arête कौन सा है? यहाँ पे if you look at, where is the arête? Arête is this particular line is arête. This is here is arête. Arête is this one. ये जो लाइन आपको दिखाई दे रहा है ये arête है. यहाँ से one side here, another side here, one side here. Okay. Hope it is clear now. But what is this U-shaped valley which is formed because of this? ये जो valley form हुआ यहाँ पे, ये जो वैली फॉर्म हुआ उसको क्या बोलते हैं? दिस इज नोन एज सार्क और कोरी और कोम. सार्क और कोरी और कोम. कैन यू सी दिस सार्क और कोरी और कोम? The U-shaped valley developed by a glacier, and in the upper reaches you have an armchair like landform you have. Arête is there. Sark is what? Sark is armchair like landform. देखो ना कितना बढ़िया है, आर्म चेयर लाइक है. आर्म चेयर लाइक लैंडफॉर्म दे आर कॉल्ड एज सार्क. सार्क आर द आर्म चेयर लाइक लैंडफॉर्म हियर. सार्क or कोरी or comb, I said here. Arm chair like landform is shark. I hope it is clear to all of you, right? Done. Okay. So one more thing, let us see. This is, here is the floor, like ये जो है इसका different name at different places here. Same landform has 3 different name in European countries, different name is there. So another one, arete, I said whenever more than two glaciers when move away from a common region, a pyramidal peak may develop. It may develop. A pyramidal peak may develop because of this. There is possibility of a pyramidal peak here. A pyramidal peak may develop because of this. ये हो गया आपका pyramidal peak. This is, here is the pyramidal peak. Pyramidal peak यही है. This is the pyramidal peak here. Pyramidal peak यही है. Peak with the pyramid shape. Pyramid shape peak are called as pyramidal peak. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Let me now move on to another one. So one more, landform in the upper reaches these are. In the lower part, what you will get? Acha, in the upper part also, upper valley you will have this, another one is hanging valley. Hanging valley is another one. So what is the number here? I said third as arete. Arete as third point. Fourth is sark or Kori. Fifth one is pyramidal peak. Now I will go for the sixth one. Sixth eroded one. What is there? Hanging valley. Hanging valleys are there. What is this hanging valley? Let me see now. What are these hanging valleys? Okay. Hanging valley. This is a U-shaped valley, in fact, which is formed between the two. One is very large, huge glacier. Another one is a small glacier. Whenever two glaciers are there, one is very huge glacier, another one is smaller glacier. When two glaciers meet, the large glacier, it will form a U-shaped valley of very deeper one. Okay. Huge U-shaped valley you will have. Okay. I said huge U-shaped valley you will have. Huge U-shaped valley, right? That is a different one. Please look at this. Please look at this here, hanging valley. देखो यहाँ पे एक क्लियर आ जाएगा यहाँ. How is the hanging valley here? Here is a valley. ये देख रहे हैं आप, U-shaped valley, deep U-shaped valley is there. ये बड़ा एक ग्लेशियर है जिसका वेट ज्यादा है, तो वो डीपर वैली बनाया इसने. और ये एक वैली बना रहा है छोटा वैली. फॉर दैट रीजन यहाँ पे डेप्थ का डिफरेंस आ रहा है. देयर इज ए difference in the depth between these two valley, and this type of valleys are called as hanging valley. Okay. Valley within a valley, hanging valley, as I said. Can you see this? Can you imagine this? Can you imagine this? Or do I need to draw? थोड़ा देखिए, or else I will draw this also. Just check it out in the diagram whether it is possible. If you got it, no. If you haven't got it, let me see this again. Let us do one thing. Let me draw it. आपको शायद नहीं पता चल पा रहा होगा. एक काम करता हूँ. From this side one glacier is coming, okay, and let us say this glacier is forming a valley like this. This is a U-shaped valley. This valley is developed by this glacier here. ओके ये इतना डेप्थ है, देख रहे हैं आप. ये ग्लेशियर which is forming, this glacier is formed by this glacier is forming a U-shaped valley here. Another glacier is coming from this side. This smaller glacier है ये. So this glacier will also form a valley, U-shaped valley, but इसका डेप्थ थोड़ा सा कम होगा. Its depth may be less than what is there in this case. So ये क्या हो गया, देखो आप यहाँ पे देखो. This will be like a smaller glacier here. ये जो glacier आ रहा है, this glacier is a smaller one, very small glacier. इसका depth, अगर this glacier, first glacier A and this glacier B, glacier A is forming a valley of let us say 10 meter depth and glacier B is forming of 2 meter depth. Here the depth here it will be 8 meter. Difference will be here at 8 meter difference है. 8 मीटर का डिफरेंस होगा यहाँ पे, ये 8 मीटर का होगा ना. This 8 meter मतलब one valley is hanging over another valley, so it is called as hanging valley. It is called as hanging valley. Okay, now I am getting the question from you people. Thank you. Here, पहला question, very related one. Moraine results from avalanches. No, moraines are due to movement of a glacier. It abrases everything on the way, it get deposited. Moraine पे आएंगे आगे. Why glacier always form a U-shaped valley? Because it is solid mass of ice is there, the solid one. So why it goes like this? It abrases and there is what? It abrases and there is deposit of sediments nearby. इसीलिए why glaciers only create U-shaped valley but not V-shaped valley, I-shaped valley? I-shaped valley it can create like later on glaciofluvial, okay. But glacier का shape के हिसाब से glacier will form the abrasion valley, that is U-shaped valley. Can you please provide exact definition of Burston and crevasses? Definitely. Burston are very deep crevasses. Burstons are very deep crevasses generally found between the wall of a mountain and the glacier. Generally found between wall of a mountain and a glacier. Okay? But crevasses are small cracks on the glacier itself. Small cracks on the glacier are known as crevasses. Crevasses are small cracks on the glacier. Okay. Another one. Is the Sark just like U-shaped valley? Sark is just like U-shaped valley, but one side, lateral part of the U-shaped valley. Lateral part एक side का होगा, armchair like. Glough is a result of Kori Lake outburst. Yes, that is like same way. I will come to that. Is it clear? U-shaped valley, arete, Sark, pyramidal peak, hanging valley, क्या है ये, है ना? Okay, रुको. Tell me the number 2. Are U-shaped valley and Kori different? If so, how? Yes, there is complete different. U-shaped valley क्या है? Valley का क्रॉस सेक्शन है. ये valley का क्रॉस सेक्शन U-shaped valley है. ठीक है. कोरी और सार्क जो होता है आफ्टर दिस एक सेगमेंट ऑफ ए ग्लेशियर, दैट इज व्हाट इज द वैली व्हिच इज देयर इज कॉल्ड एज U-shaped valley. यू हैव ए वैली. मैं एक एग्जांपल देता हूं. लुक एट हियर, दिस इज ए चेयर. ओके, दिस इज हियर इज ए ग्लेशियर मूव लाइक दिस. Glacier here moved like this. This type of formation here, this type of formation shape you see this. This is a what? Sark or Kori. But if I will see here only this point here, this point only, because movement Sark or Kori are at the upper part only. At the middle part you will find the U-shaped valley. वैली है, क्रॉस सेक्शन इसका एक साइड का. ओके, मोरेन्स आई विल कम टू दिस. कैन यू क्लासिफाइड ग्लेशियर अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर थर्मल रेजिम? यस, वी कैन क्लासिफाई देम बट नॉट नीडेड फॉर हियर. ओके, कंट्रोल आई विल कम टू स्पूर एंड अदर थिंग्स. आई विल कम मोरेन ऑल्सो. आइस फॉल, कुमू आइस फॉल, वेरी गुड, थैंक यू. वी विल सी. एक आपने जो बता रहा था स्पूर जो होता है, देखो यहाँ पे SPUR, ये क्या होता है बोल रहे ना, ये दिस इज एयर स्पूर, ए पीक लाइक है, ये है. हियर दिस साइड इज स्लोप, दिस साइड इज स्लोप, दिस साइड स्लोप, दिस साइड स्लोप. दिस इज स्पूर. स्पूर इज वाइडर वन एंड एरेट इज वेरी शार्प वन. स्पूर में थोड़ा सा प्लेन जैसा रहेगा ऊपर और ऐसे हो गए. एरेट में पूरा शार्प एड होगा. दिस इज द डिफरेंस. ओके, ए डिफरेंस बिटवीन वेदरिंग एंड इरोजन यू आर आस्किंग नाउ माय डियर. वेदरिंग इज disintegration and decomposition of the rocks in a fixed place. Erosion is removal of the rock from a particular region. U-shaped valley and hanging valley is same. Yes, all the hanging valley are U-shaped valley, no doubt. Just difference in depth. Yes. See that whenever आप यहाँ देखो ना, this is a here a glacier came here. In this way a glacier moved in this way, right? Another glacier is coming in this way. This difference here between ये जो है ना, ये जो difference है, this difference here, ये देख रहे हैं from here to this floor, this difference is let us say जो मैंने कहा था, ये अगर if it is 2 feet of depth, this is 10 feet of this is the 8 feet, ये है 8 feet का depth. This valley is hanging, so small U-shaped valley is hanging over the large U-shaped valley. Okay, small U-shaped valley are hanging on the large U-shaped valleys. I hope it is clear to you now. Pyramidal rock, pyramidal. So it is there are a lot of things like ये जो है ना, ये सब एक एक करके हम डिस्कस करेंगे, आप जस्ट वेट करो. एरेट जो होता है और इन दोनों में डिफरेंस है. एरेट इज अ शार्प एज है, देखो आप यहाँ पे शार्प एज जो होगा, देख रहे हैं आप, एरेट, दो ग्लेशियर, ये ग्लेशियर ग्लेशियर अगर होगा तो ये साइड का जो एज पॉइंट है एरेट कहते हैं उसको. दिस इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन दिस टू. Let me draw again one more diagram. One more diagram I would like to do. Hanging belly, as I have said, I think hanging belly is clear to all of you. Hanging belly is clear to all of you. Yes. Now, let me go to the landform, erosional landform in the middle और ग्लेशिएटेड लो लैंड एरिया. थोड़ा सा लो लैंड एरिया में क्या होगा, वन इज इफ देयर डिफरेंशियल इरोजन ऑल्सो देयर, ओके, व्हिच लीड्स टू क्रैग एंड टेल और रोचे मोटनी. देखते हैं क्या है ये, व्हाट इज दैट, लेट अस सी. Sometimes this is the glacier is moving in this direction, and you have this type of landform you will get. They are called as roche motoni. Roche motoni. Roche motoni. What are those? We will see. Can we consider arete as a ridge line of a mountain? ग्लेशिएटेड माउंटेन, ग्लेशियल इरोजन से होगा तो कंसिडर कर पाएंगे. यस. This side you have abrasion dominate, and here dominance of blocking, due to which a peculiar landform develop here with one side at gentler slope and this side at steep slope. They are called as what? Roche-Moutonnii. आब्रासन एक रेजिस्टेंट रॉक अगर कहीं पे रह गया, if it is a resistant rock, yes, in the lowland area where you have like not very steep but gradient should be there, lowland not in the upper mountain में होगा तो क्या होगा, जल्दी चला जाएगा, it will go very quickly, it will move very quickly. It is in the low lying area, mostly in the low lying area, that you will find out it. Glacial, comparatively in the low valley regions you will find this most commonly, where the glaciers movement is not quick, so gradually it moves. That's why what happens, plucking takes place, plucking होता है. Lowland with differences of slope, there only. Roche-Moutonnii is from the lowland only, but with differences of slope where you have. So ये जो regions है, if it is coming, now this is here, this type of, even crag and tail also same way in the lowland area, but crag and tail में थोड़ा सा एक difference है. If you have plugged dome or something, then only. Look at here. So Roche-Moutonnii लिखो. These are landform developed due to differential erosion at two different places. Note down this point. Differential erosion at two different places. These are landform developed due to differential erosion at two different places. In the front side, at the front side, it is generally associated with abrasion, dominance of abrasion in the front side. Then you have like, here it is abrasion, then later on plucking dominates. Abrasion and plucking, two different geomorphic processes dominates here. Abrasion and plucking. Okay. Another one in the low area also you will find out, another low but gently sloping zone. You have gently slopy area. There only you will find out if you have a like stomp or volcanic features here. And this side there is movement of a glacier in this way. Glacier is moving in this way. Then this glacier ride over this particular part, it ride over this, and this side you have a comparatively gentler profile it will give, gentler profile. Steep slope and this side you have gentler slope. Front side you have the steep slope, Here you have gentler slope. Here one, it goes like this, in this form. These are volcanic plug or something is there, very resistant rock. So while the glacier move from this part, it will get like, it moved, it will climb over this region, then there will be less stress here, because ये climb जब किया ये polished कर देगा इसको ऊपर का, and it forms like, it polish this, and there is stress whatever is there, it got absorbed here, और ये gradually less erosion will be in this side, erosion. So this side you have abrasion, differential abrasion हो गया, ये abrasion is less. Here more front, ये क्या होगा, more pressure with abrasion, more pressure with abrasion front side, more pressure with abrasion, and that side you have the only abrasion. So differential erosion will take place between front and the back, A side. More erosion in the front side, back side you have less erosion. More erosion in the front side and less erosion you have towards back, and this leads to okay. Again I am saying more erosion in the front and back side you have less erosion. अरे ड्रमलिन आएंगे, रुको, we have lot of things to do. These are, whether you are getting this or not, jump मत करो आगे. More pressure in the front, here you have more pressure, then you have less pressure this side. So abrasion is there, more abrasion this side and this side less abrasion. Those is, here is steep slope, a gentler slope here. Okay, this leads to the formation of a feature here. This is called as the crag and tail. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Crag and tail. This is called as the crag and tail. Crag and tail. इससे पहले कितना नंबर था वो? 6 नंबर. Number 7 is Roche-Montoni. Number 8 is crag and tail. Crag and tail is an erosional landform here. It is an erosional landform. Crag and tail. Okay. Then you have gradually deposition takes place. Because of deposition, gradually different type of landform will be there. So one by one depositional landform will go for now, upper part and lower part how it is. Erosion and deposition, Eschar, Drumlin, their deposition is the more important factor than the erosion. Okay. So I will go for deposition. Plucking, forcefully taking away of a block is plucking. Plucking क्या होता है? Forcefully will take away one part of the rock because of greater force. Okay, so let us look at now depositional landform. Depositional landform, depositional glacial landform. Glacial landforms. What are those? Let us see now. Among the depositional landform, first one is moraine. These are unshorted matlab what? There is no shorting of particles. Unshorted materials. क्या है? लाइक बोल्डर, पेबल्स, cobbles, rock fragments, sand, etc. deposited at the margins of a glacier due to abrasion and its movement. While a glacier moves, there is abrasion. When a glacier moves and there is abrasion, the material get deposited on its way. अगर एक ग्लेशियर ऐसे आ रही है, if this is a glacier which is coming in this way, if a glacier is coming in this way, here we have deposits of different type of unsorted materials here. These are called as moraine. ये जो material है, these are moraine. These are the moraines here. In the sites, you have deposits of this type of minerals, this type of materials known as the moraine, unsorted material. Okay. I think now you got it. How the moraine is there. Look at this. Okay, done. Moraine, these are unsorted materials, I said, unsorted materials, boulder, pebbles, cobbles, rock fragments, etc. These are deposited at the margins of the glacier due to the abrasion and its movement of glacier. So, in this case, if I will go for the earlier diagram, see here, it is clear here. While this glacier is moving, I hope you got it. There are deposits of material at the end here, here it is. This is known as the terminal moraine, at the edge, terminal moraine. But both side of this is medial moraine. देखो आप, lateral moraine, this side also, this is also lateral moraine. This is also lateral moraine, this one is also lateral moraine. दोनों lateral moraine है. Lateral moraine of two consequent glaciers while they meet, it forms the medial moraine. Can you see this? When lateral moraine of two side by side glacier merge, it forms the medial moraine. Medial moraine is between two glaciers. देखो आप, this glacier lateral, this are lateral. This is the medial moraine here. Medial moraine ये है. This is the medial moraine. Medial moraine. Okay. When two lateral moraine meets, it forms a medial moraine. Okay. Is it clear to you? Terminal moraine at the end. आगे आएगा. Is it clear to you? Please tell me if it is clear. If not, I'll repeat. But please respond. We have less time. Please go ahead. Somebody is saying about repetition of diagram. Which diagram we are talking about? This one. This diagram, I think, crag and tail. Here is, you see, it is a rock. This rock is a very strong igneous rock. Hai. You know about rock type, batholith type rock. Then this side, you know, very strong rock, so it cannot erode. बाकी सबको erode कर दिया, and it will have like, here it rides over this, polished कर देगा इसको, इस तरह पे less erosion होगा. This is what. Okay, now I'll take all your questions. Please go ahead. It is not possible for me now to complete it, the entire things, because it will be very confusing or else for you all. So let me take it slowly, but I'll complete it. Don't worry. Tomorrow rest almost will get. Racemotani definition. This is a, what is this? Racemotani. It is a eroded landform with steeper slide. And one part is steeper and front edge is gentler. Back side is steeper and front edge is gentler. Sir, iceberg and glacier are same. No. Iceberg floats in water. Titanic देखा है ना? याद है iceberg? हाँ. Iceberg, it will float in water. Glacier on the continental part, over the surface. Please. Anything else? Anything else? Please go ahead. Question, please. Now give me question. All of you are requested to give question now. Give me questions if you have any question. Spore, you got it? Rounded peak. Spore. Rounded part. Spore. Arete. Sharp edge. Boulder clay. Glacial till, I'll come to this. Moraine, glacial till, कल कराएंगे. Eschar, drumlin, there are like, you know, Kame terraces, Kame, outwash plain, so many things are there. We'll do. Yes, day after tomorrow, I'll have, as I have indicated in your, planner about the question answer discussion. I have already mentioned. If it is not uploaded, then I will do that. I have specifically, I will give for this prelim mains question, and whatever question you are having, we will deal that. Okay. Okay. Let us look at in the moraine part, supraglacial, related with, as it term itself says, something is there different, isn't it? Supraglacial moraine. Now the question is, I think you don't have more questions, isn't it? So let me again proceed then. I thought I'll get a lot of questions, that's why. What is supraglacial? Let me come to moraine, I'll discuss. अच्छा, ये moraine आपको समझ में आया? Here is a moraine. Racemotani, you didn't got it? Hey man. Racemotani इसका opposite है. Racemotani generally in the low lying regions you have. मैं इसे दिखा दिया तो आप दुखी हो गया लगा, काट दो तुम्हें अगर परेशानी है तो. देखो इधर, this is in the region where you have comparatively low lying region है, but थोड़ा slopy होगा, gently sloping. So what happened here? While the glacier moves, it blocking is not there, it average करते हुए जाएगा. Suddenly, maybe you have a more weak rock or whatever is there, it have more blocking here, more abrasion, then blocking also will be there. Blocking एक खींचता है, क्यों? Maybe due to ice hedge बोलते हैं जो, like in ice also sometimes when it melts away, melting of this in the cracks, the water goes inside, it cool down, and it also immediately ice, it form ice and it will freeze, freezing of this, and again it will expand. Because of expansion, it will move again, give pressure. So in this way, sometimes they develop crack and it breaks. Now part of this may be like, because where the glacier is moving, huge glacier with lot of weight, it is coming in this way. So it take away all this, blocking of this takes place. So steep slope this side. Okay, one side you have steep slope, one side you have gentler slope. Okay. सो रोचे मोटनी आप आ जाओ एक बार और देखते हैं, बहुत लोगों को परेशानी लग रहा है. देखो इधर, राइट, ऐसा है. दिस इज द जनरल पोजीशन. नाउ ए ग्लेशियर इज मूविंग इन दिस वे. दिस ग्लेशियर, हियर यू हैव ह्यूज रॉक स्ट्रेटा. ओके, ये रॉक है, ये देते हुए ये जाएगी. दिस ग्लेशियर इज ए ह्यूज ग्लेशियर व्हिच इज मूविंग इन दिस वे. बड़ा सा ग्लेशियर ऐसे जा रही है. while this glacier moves, what happen here, it abrades. ये because of its weight, it abrades everything, and this side it cannot abrade much. There is abrasion is more here. Okay, abrasion is there. In case of Roche Montagny, what is there? Differential bit of this is here hard rock, differential erosion of these rocks is there. So in the beginning, ये ऐसा एक dome shaped है या कुछ something is there like hard rock is there. While it move over this particular regions, ये जो glacier ऊपर जाएगी, gradually it abrades the surface. ये abrades करके गया, पूरा यहाँ तक आ गया. Now what happened, because of more weight of this glacier, here it will have like more deeper erosion may be there. More deeper erosion lead to this type of things. ऐसे आ जाएगा. More deeper erosion like it due this type of things. So यहाँ पे क्या हो गया, blocking हो जाएगा more, and this side you have abrasion. Okay, you got it. Abrasion and blocking. Abrasion and blocking we have. This is like this is called as a Roche Montagny. ROCHEMOUTONNE. Roche Montagny कहते हैं इसको. These are like आप थोड़ा आप पढ़ लीजिए जी शिलिंग book in which it is given. Please do study. Okay. Please give us model answer for given questions. Model answer नहीं, I will give you skeleton of your what should be needed and what is there. I hope you must have given uploaded the things for your evaluation. If it have you got the feedback? Okay, so let me see some of your best answer and I will give you what we need to do. आपका जो best answer है हम देखेंगे. I'll discuss with you on that. Okay. You want Roche Montagny again? Just I said, if you haven't got, do one thing. Let us do Roche Montagny and Krag and tell if you have differences problem. Do study next class. I will do it from with some diagrams. Okay, we'll see it from diagrams. Please provide us model answer for given question. What is rock basin? You have like depositional one. This is rock basin. Will there any chance of development of a vacuum space behind the volcanic plug on the side of gentle slope in the topic Krag and tell? Is there any chance of development of a vacuum space behind the volcanic plug on the? No, it's nothing like that. Nothing like that. It is only abrasion which because of this weight is there. What is rock basin? Can you explain the rejuvenated rock basin? Tomorrow again, as I said, we will have this. Can you explain the rejuvenated landforms once if it is okay with you? Always I am okay with this, don't worry. So what happened here, rejuvenated as you are saying, let us say a particular landform got eroded. Okay, glaciary and uplifted land got eroded. Eroded होके with respect to time, let us say it's you know what you call slope now got declined. पहले steep slope था, now it is gentler slope हो गया. Okay. Now because of again rejuvenation mean either upliftment of the land mass or rise or decrease in the sea level. Again the rate of erosion will increase here. Because of it again जो previously जो phase था वो phase को आ जाता है. It is called as the rejuvenation. Rejuvenation. In your NCERT book something is given, please do study rejuvenated landform. Why are the world's fold mountain located along the margins of continents? Very good. Bring out the association between global distribution of fold mountain and the earthquake and volcano. Yes. Yes. So मुझे ये बताओ इसका आंसर चाहिए क्या? You want this answer of this one? What to write I am telling you. Please do write answer. Give it for evaluation. The best answer जो रहेगा I will see that. Okay, all of you are requested to give answer of this particular question. You are talking about 35. There is no formation of delta by rivers of Western Ghats. Why? My friend, 35 that we are going to discuss it in the India physical part because of the formation of estuary in the western coast. Okay, that we will discuss later on. So, these are certain things here. Tomorrow I will take off from this. If required rejuvenated landform, if you will not get it again tomorrow you ask me, I will go for that, and all the rest volcanoes, all the rest you know glacial landform we will do. Do study, come with this. Thank you very much. Thanks for your participation. You people have participated nicely today. I will take care of all your problems whatever you said. Tomorrow we will do, right? Or model answer, as you said, model answer is I am not going to provide a model answer, but definitely I will give one thing, answer what is content required we will discuss, and the best answer among you people I will show you. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Good day. Bye.